Hey guys, welcome back. Part 3 of the top Ippons of 2022. So here you'll find some of the best Ippons of the year, and I'm trying to make a list of the top 20. So if you guys could help me by putting your favorites in the comments, that would be much appreciated. So that was a Seoi Otoshi by Sasaki. And here we have Nagayama, nice bit of Ashiwaza. Quick Ashibarai there. I think this is pretty high level. I mean, he goes for it when his opponent takes a grip. So reacting like that, really high level stuff. Givenashvili, and he's made an appearance in every one of these top Ippon videos, and I think he's got a kosoto in each one of them. But he's just so good at this technique. So good at it. Bouchard now, and she's going to win an award for getting the crowd on their feet. And look at that, that was just ecstatic from the French crowd. So Bouchard has an amazing kataguruma, but this time doing things a little bit different with the grips in the head position. Yoko Otoshi. This one as well, watch how he does this kochi gari. Just skips into it. Really unique timing, and I've never seen it done this way. Usually people, you know, they'll take another step after turning the corner like that, but he just jumps straight onto it. Nice kochi gari. This one a kochi makikomi now. Jiun against Nagayama. And it's a little hard to pick up on, but Jiun, he was controlling the direction. He was making Nagayama go where he wanted to go. And he just walked him into a beautiful kochi makikomi. Nice Uchimata here. I mean, he just had his opponent going forward. Very effortless Uchimata. All soto by Chochi now. He's got a nice, very nice all soto gari. And I like what he did at the end of this, kind of turning back into his opponent. So Chochi showing really good control with that all soto gari. Uchimata Skashi now by our new world champion, Grigolashvili. And of course it's him to do something so technical like this. He doesn't make it so clear here, but I've been told you meant to kind of donkey kick your leg backwards to do Uchimata Skashi. This Tao Toshi here, watch the movement. So Yonezuka, he had this grip on the back, but the movement just kind of loosened it up. Made him come forward, and he was able to jump in there. Fujiwara, and I think 2 contests in a row, the Masters. And this one here at Tokyo, he started bringing out this Seoi Otoshi that he does. It's really nice. Shiro from Kazakhstan, also really good at throwing people. And this is a big Soresuri Komigoshi with a bit of leg in there. So watch what he does with his left hand. He pushes it inwards. Kind of like Hashimoto's one-handed Sode, but then he goes the other way. So his opponent's thinking left, but he throws a right-sided technique. Good bit of deception. No deception here though by Murao, just clean technique. Macedo, he thought, okay, I've got the big grip over the top, what's he gonna do? But Murao, he's a specialist with that undergrip. Similar situation here. Blue had the belt, seemingly dominant grip, but Kagegura, I mean, he's a shorter heavyweight, and he specializes in these sorts of things. Saito now with the grip and go, all sotogari, and he's pumped about that one. This was very early on in the contest. So Saito, I think, he's just going to continue to evolve. His techniques are going to get better. And I'm really excited. I hope to see him versus Teddy at some point in 2023. This one, I just threw it in here because it was interesting. I actually saw Nagase do this a few years ago. And he got Hansakomake for grabbing the pants, but obviously grabbing the sleeve here in Ippon. And I think Inoue Kosei, he had a talk to the referees after that. And I think they finally saw eye to eye with him. This is a really nice Kosotogake. White, I mean, he was a step ahead, but he still faked going backwards before going forwards. Just took his time with it. Really nice stuff. I have a bit of a feeling this was in an earlier video, but we'll keep it in here again. Just a huge Soresuri Komigoshi. Very counter-offensive attack here, going straight after his opponent. Next up, a couple from Fonseca. So here's this all sotogari that he does. 2 hands on the one side. And gotta love the celebration as well. But in this instance, similar setup. Gets his grips and turns the all sotogari into a Seoi Otoshi. And you can just see, like, he's trying to get that sleeve. And as soon as he gets it, he knows what he's doing. He's got a really solid game plan, Fonseca. Deguchi Krista against Silva, who is a previous Olympic champion. And this kochi, I mean, that was a slick Kochi. I guess you gotta call it a Kochi Makikomi, although Deguchi keeps the arm in the same place from the Seoi Nage. Look at that. That's a really, really nice technique. Big upset, big Sasai here. And you can see on the face on Hamada, she smiles about it for a little bit, and then she's like, oh, better put on my serious face. Like, you can see she smiles, and then she gets up, nope, serious face. There's not many people that can do this. Go left-sided, and then go right-sided. I mean, he was committed both sides. I'm pretty sure he can throw both sides. Very, very nice combination. Little Kosoto, looks for the Koshiguruma, and Blue counters it with an Uranage. Watch Blue's foot. It's just incredible that he was able to finish that technique. Dancing on his tippy toes. Hizaguruma now. And you think Blue is dominating the grips. But White, he just had this nice technique up his sleeves. Shamailov. And this is just... I mean, I don't want to call it a technique. I just think it's sheer aggression and power. He just threw his opponent straight to the mat in front of the home crowd. But if you want to call it a technique, I guess Taniotoshi. Another Taniotoshi here. But this time, I mean, Blue was going forward, and to turn this backwards like that, I mean, just incredible timing. And one more Taniotoshi for you guys. This one a rotating Taniotoshi. And how often do you see this? Very, very rare. I'm not sure if that was the intent of Blue, or White just kind of fell in that direction. With the arm locked up like that, it's hard to stop. Tatalashvili, big Osotogari here. Love the grip under the armpit. Strong, powerful grip mixed with the Osotogari there. Molai. It's kind of hard to see who he is with that low stance that he has, but this Kataguruma, there's not many people that can go down once and then go again from this position. Very well done, very technical, and strong on the position. Stump. And, I mean, it is a Sasai, but you almost want to call it a Uranage. It's getting close. A little bit more and he would have picked him up over his hip and dumped him behind him. Starts as a Koshiguruma, and then it's just awkward. But Blue doing so well to keep control of this. Very well done. This next one is almost a one-handed Sode. Starts off like that, but grabs above the belt. So great awareness there to make sure he grabs above the belt. But this is really impressive. This is so hard to do. I mean, back in the day, you could grab the legs, you know, use their legs to shove them off you, but you got to do it like that these days, and that takes a lot of skill. Uchimata here. I mean, the final technique, nothing amazing, but watch what he does with his foot. Lots of fakes heading into that Uchimata. Okuri Ashibarai by Murao now. And it's so good. And that sleeve grip. That is a dirty sleeve grip. It might be a pistol grip, but as long as the ref doesn't know, by the time he finds out, I mean, he's already thrown his opponent. Tanaka here, and good awareness. Saw his opponent kind of going off on the other side. Grabs the arm, commits to it. This next one, Koshiguruma. Could have been an Uchimata, but had enough hip to do the deal. He just kind of starts running in the direction he wants his opponent to go. And next we've got an Ogoshi from Sambilidze. And he is a very flexible guy at under 100s. To get his opponent like that, to get his hips in like that, brilliant stuff. And this last one, before we get into an Ippon of my own, a counter to an Osotogari, just a strong counter here, Osotogaishi, I guess you have to call it. But in these sorts of situations, I mean, who's got the better technique? Who's got the better strength? And here's a little Osoto of my own. Sorry, the frame kind of cuts out at the end a little bit, but we can have a look at the entry. So first up, that lapel hand, causing problems for my opponent. And my footwork, it's alright, it could be better, but I kind of put him in a position that makes my entry really easy. And combined with that lapel hand, he just couldn't take it. So my left foot here should be taking a stronger back step, just like Morale. And that would have made that technique a lot more cleaner, I think. So anyway guys, thanks a lot. I'm going to do a top 10 or maybe a top 20. And I've got a few more videos in store for you guys, so stay tuned for those. And I'll see you later. Peace!